Welcome to Poetry in Motion, part of the English Department's 2021 virtual open house. I'm going to read a poem by Richard Wilbur, a poem that I love called Love Calls Us to the Things of This World. And you think about that title just for a moment, and often you sort of pass it by and think, well, good title, get to it later. It turns out to be a quote from St. Augustine from the 4th century, and it's a plea to find God in the things of the world, not to ignore the world. And so it becomes this wonderful poem about finding the spiritual life, finding beauty in the most everyday sort of elements. And it does this wonderful thing where it recreates a kind of voyage of the soul out of the body and then back into the body, and captures that, contextualizes that in this wonderful moment of opening your eyes first thing in the morning. And we have to imagine then the speaker opening his or her eyes and that wonderful kind of floaty feeling you get between sleep and wake. And in that opened eyes, he looks out the window and sees that most mundane of things, laundry. Laundry on a line. And on one of those lines with a pulley where you squeak, 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 run it out. And you can imagine the laundry, all this white laundry, shirts, nightgowns, blouses, and the wind is blowing. So they're rising, they're floating in the breeze, and then the wind goes and they die down again. And we have this wonderful sort of half-waking, half-sleeping, growing understanding of the day, this sense that you're poised before you wake up fully and uncertain that you want to wake up. And then Wilbur turns this perfect kind of encapsulation of this waking, sleeping, half-floating feeling into a meditation on the body and the soul. And so it absolutely works beautifully as you imagine it, as he plays it out in this beautiful imagery. So next time, as you're waking up, that first instant, think about this poem. It's fantastic. So love calls us to the things of this world. The eyes open to a cry of pulleys, and spirited from sleep, the astounded soul hangs for a moment bodiless and simple as false dawn. Outside the open window, the morning air is all awash with angels. Some are in bed sheets, some are in blouses, some are in smocks, but truly there they are. Now they are rising together in calm swells of halcyon feeling, filling whatever they wear with the deep joy of their impersonal breathing. Now they are flying in place, conveying the terrible speed of their omnipresence, moving and staying like white water. And now, of a sudden, they swoon down into so rapt a quiet that nobody seems to be there. The soul shrinks from all that it is about to remember, from the punctual rape of every blessed day, and cries, "Oh, let there be nothing on earth but laundry, nothing but rosy hands in the rising steam, and clear dances done in the sight of heaven." Yet, as the sun acknowledges with a warm look the world's hunks and colors, the soul descends once more in bitter love to accept the waking body, saying now in a changed voice as the man yawns and rises, "Bring them down from their ruddy gallows. Let there be clean linen for the backs of thieves. Let lovers go fresh and sweet to be undone, and the heaviest nuns walk in a pure floating of dark habits, keeping their difficult balance." It's fantastic how it begins. The eyes open to a cry of pillars. The cry of pillars, the language is so fantastic. And spirited from sleep, quite literally spirited, up from sleep, the man is brought up, and then the soul rises above his body. And then he opens his eyes, and outside he sees angels, angels flying in the laundry. And some are in bed sheets, some in blouses, and they rise together in calm swells of halcyon feeling. He sees this floating of laundry in terms of this tremendous uplifting feeling, filling what they wear, these angels filling these clothings with their impersonal breathing, and then flying in place, speeding along at terrible speed, like white water, that rapids, that movement, but staying in place. You can imagine these clothes flying in the breeze, but staying perfectly still and then swooning. I love that word, swooning down, fainting away into a lack of motion. And in that motion, in that swooning, the soul, having left the body, shrinks from all that it's about to remember, shrinks from the bodily shortcomings of the day. But then, as the sun rises and acknowledges the day, the soul resolves back into the body with this bitter love for the body. It goes back in, and as the man wakes from sleep, there's this soul saying, as if taking from this laundry, an optimistic idea of hope. Bring them down from their ruddy gallows. Let there be clean linen for the backs of thieves. Let lovers go fresh and sweet to be undone. The clothes become a kind of emblem of their purity, of their spirituality. And this final wonderful image of spiritual and of earthly, these nuns, the heaviest nuns, walking in a pure floating of dark habits, keeping their delicate balance. Oh, it's a fantastic poem. So if you'd like more, please take a look at our website, check the English department out online, and we'll hope to see you at any of our future events. Thanks very much.